Hi everyone, Tasha here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a fun coffee themed card using items from Kat Scrappiness. For my project, I'm using the new Kat Scrappiness Coffee Quokka stamp set and coordinating dies. This one is so cute and has these little quokka images. I'll also be using the Kat Scrappiness Grass add-on dies and the fun confetti party rainbow dies. I'm just going to use the outline die for this project. For the paper, I'm going to be using two paper collections. The first one is Quokka Coffee. This is a 6x6 paper pad. All of these are double-sided and have a coffee themed, and it has some little quokkas in these background prints as well. And then I'll be using this really pretty new Glitter Galore paper collection for the rainbow. And these are also double-sided and they have a glitter look, but they're not glitter. It's actually a printed paper. It's really fun and these are really pretty. And then I'll be using white cardstock for my stamping and the background. So I'm going to start by stamping my little quokka image. I'm using my Misty tool and I'm going to stamp the quokka with the little cup opening so I can stamp a greeting right in that center area. So I'm going to go over to my Misty and stamp the quokka 2 times with black hybrid ink. You want to make sure you use a hybrid ink if you're going to color with alcohol markers, and I'm going to be using Copics, so this ink works perfectly and does not smear. After I was done stamping, I decided to go in and start my coloring before cutting the image out. So I'm going in with several shades of tan and brown for the quokka's body. I'm going in with kind of a medium tone around the edges. And then I'm going in with a lighter shade in the middle. This way it looks like he has fur and the lighter on his belly and around the center of his face. After I'm done with the lightest tone, I'm going to go in with a darker shade and just pull some color in to give his fur some texture. I also use some pink around the ears and then a really dark brown color for his nose. Quokkas have really dark, a dark nose, so I went in with just a darker shade of brown. So as you see here, I'm just going in with another darker shade of brown to just pull in some fur detail. Once I was done with the brown, I went over it again with the medium tone and then the lighter tone just to blend everything together. This is really easy to do, and I think it gives your quokka a lot of detail, and I just love the way it looks where he has a little bit of a glow on his face. To go with the sparkle and rainbow colors I'm using in the background, I went in with this pretty teal shade for the coffee cup and the saucer bottom. So I'm going in again with kind of a mid-tone color. And then I'll go in with a lighter shade for the center, again keeping that light in the middle. So I'm just pulling that color towards the center, and then you have again a glowing effect, or it looks like a light is shining right on the center of the quokka and the coffee cup. And then I'm going in with the darkest shade where I'll pull the edges towards the center and then add the detail inside of the cup. So it gives it kind of like the shadow look where he's sitting inside of something, and then the cup is on top of the little saucer. And I love the shades of blue. I think they're so pretty. I use teals a lot, but I just love this color, and I think it kind of goes with the brown fur as well. So once I was done and the quokka had some time to dry, I just went in again with a little bit of the lightest shade to just give that center face a little more color and blend it all together. After he was all colored up, I went over to my Misty tool and then I stamped my greeting. There's a couple greetings included in here, so I'm just going to stamp one of the small little got coffee greetings in the center of the cup. I waited just a few seconds for the ink to dry on my coffee cup coloring, and then I just stamped it with the same black ink. I did stamp it 2 times just to make sure it was nice and dark. Once he was all done, I went over and I'm going to die cut it with the coordinating dies. This makes it so easy. You can also fussy cut it with some scissors or just stamp it directly on your project. Off camera, I also did my cutting for the rainbow. Since I had to cut it 4 times out of the glitter paper to get all the different colors of the rings, so I just did that off camera, but this is how they're going to look. So I went in with a red or a pink color. It's kind of like just a pink shade, and then a yellow, that teal color that coordinates with the coffee cup, and then a purple. And the good thing about this is that when I cut this out of all 4 of those colors, I can make 4 projects because you have all 4 sizes and you can mix and match the colors. So this is what my plan is. I'm going to have the rainbow in the background and then the cute little quokka in the center. Before layering on my pieces, I'm going in with just a cloud stencil and some Distress Oxide ink in a light shade of blue. I'm going around and just kind of quickly adding some clouds. You can do this with any stencil or just cut paper out, or if you have a die, a cloud die or a circle, you can make your own clouds. And then once I was done, I decided to kind of place where I want the rainbow to be, since I wanted the grass to be on top of it. To make sure I had the placement correct, I went in and just used a pencil to mark where I wanted to layer that largest rainbow. I'm going in with some liquid adhesive, and then all I have to do is line it back up to where I made those pencil marks. This makes it really easy, and then it takes the guesswork out of trying to get it back to where I just had it. So once I have the first rainbow, I did the same thing for the last 3 rings. Or actually arches, or is it rainbow arches? It might be rainbow arches, but the last 3 pieces. So I just went in with liquid adhesive to attach them all. And again, this is so easy to do since you just place them, you keep lining them up going from largest to the smallest size. And I don't have to worry about the edges since I'm going to have that piece of grass on top. So here's my last piece, that pretty purple color. And you see how it looks like glitter? It's so pretty, but it doesn't have any glitter. So it's not loose glitter, but it just has a sparkly glitter look. So now I'm just attaching the grass along the bottom. And then it kind of finishes off that whole bottom area and looks so pretty. And then I'm going to attach my quokka to the center. But for the quokka, I'm going to use some foam tape. I love having my little characters positioned with foam. So I think anytime I have a character, I want to put foam tape behind it. Before I put my little quokka on, since I am going to use foam though, I'm going to attach my other paper layers. I'm using kind of a royal blue metallic color. It's kind of a mix of a purple blue shade to kind of mat this center card. I wanted colors that went with the rainbow. After, I'm going to attach it to one of the pattern papers included in the Quokka coffee set, and this one has like a yellow or cream tone and has little coffee cups. So I'm just positioning this right in the center, and then I'm going to go in and attach my quokka. So again, using some foam tape. You could also use just extra layers of paper to get the same look, or little foam squares, but I bought this big roll of foam tape a long time ago and I'm still using it, and I like this size of foam. So I just went in, put a couple pieces on the little quokka and pressed down, and then I'm just going to position him right in the center. I just love all the Kat Scrappiness Quokka sets. I have several of them. They have ones that you can dress up, and they have ones that wear little Christmas sweaters, and they're all just so cute. And this one with the coffee theme is just so fun. After he was all in place, I went in with my white gel pen and just added a little bit of details, some little dots to his cheeks, and just a little bit of highlights around the coffee cup and the quokka. This is really easy to do, and I like the way it looks with those little pops of white. Once I was done with my little white embellishments, I decided to go in and add some pretty sparkle to the sky. The sky already has that soft blue clouds, but I'm using the Kat Scrappiness Pastel Starlight Sequins to just add a little more sparkle. These ones have such a cool shape. They're kind of like that. The colors are all pastel and they have that cool star look, and so adding this to the rainbow card I just think goes with it perfectly, especially with that glitter paper. These are just so pretty and they look good on just every project. So I'm just using that same liquid adhesive and just kind of randomly putting them around the background, just again for some extra sparkle. And this is my completed project. I hope you enjoyed today's card and will give it a try. I have all of the items listed below, and be sure to check out the new coffee themed Quokka stamp sets and paper pad from Kat Scrappiness. It's just so much fun to color these little Quokkas up, and they're fun for all sorts of projects. I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.